But I would also like to point out for a second that there's another case that's going on, or that just pretty much wrapped up, that involved almost the same incident. There's another case that just wrapped up that's almost the same scenario exactly. It's a case where three football players restrained and attacked a fellow football player who was mentally disabled. The only difference is that the three football players that attacked this other mentally disabled kid were all white, and the mentally disabled person that they attacked was black. And of course they called them all type of niggers and coons and just whatever other racial epithet you can think of, and they proceeded to rape him with a coat hanger. They physically penetrated his anus with a coat hanger. So you probably say, oh wow, those guys are up the river, you'll never hear from them again. Like, come on, they really, you know what happened? Like, there's no way these guys got off. There's no way that these guys isn't gonna be in jail for at least the next 20 years. Turns out one of them won't go to jail at all. He pled guilty to a lesser charge of harming a child or something like that. And instead of getting life in prison, he's going to get 3 years of parole and like 300 hours of community service. That'll teach him to rape somebody with a coat hanger. And it's funny because I can look at these four black teams, and trust me, I'm going to say this as clearly as possible. In no way am I defending the bullshit that they did. But I know how this trial is going to end already. I don't need a fucking crystal ball. I don't care what they plead guilty to. They're going to be in jail for the next 10 years. I don't care what lawyer they get. I don't care what they plead guilty to. For the next 10 years, they're going to be in jail. And they're supposed to be. The same way these guys are supposed to be in jail, but for some reason, they're not. Some of them may do a little time, but for the most part, these guys, they're going to be out pretty soon. One of them is not going to go to jail at all. And they actually raped the guy. And another funny thing is that they have already charged the 4 black people with a hate crime. Because while they were raping and brutalizing this guy, they were screaming out, "Fuck Donald Trump and fuck white people." And then they made him say, like, "You love black people, don't you?" Like, this is the most dumbest shit. This is the message I have to them. There are actual black people out here that's trying to do good in the world, that's trying to build relations, that's trying to push forward the culture and just make it a nice, safer place for all black people. If you feel that looking at that video and you're kind of like, yeah,